How's everybody doing today? We're at my carrot patch. Look at that beautiful row of carrots. So I've been kind of joking around, started last year, and I've always said that I wanted to harvest an entire bathtub worth of carrots by the end of the season. Last year I didn't get as many as I wanted, but I was able to process a whole bunch down. I made different kinds of dilly carrots, plus I canned a whole bunch. And that's my goal this year too, with all of those. But to get the nicest harvest of carrots, you have to thin them. You can't let them grow tight like this. They'll end up twisting around each other and they don't get big, right? So you have to thin your carrots. So if you guys haven't seen my carrot video where I showed you how I plant them using cornstarch and water and mixing the seeds in, you should check that out. I'll try and remember to put the link for that in the description here. But let me flip this around and I'll show you what we're looking at inside this cabbage, the carrot patch. And we're gonna thin this out. It's gonna look probably very similar to what it does right now. There's just gonna be a lot less carrots in it. Right. So there's the carrot patch. It's 30 inches wide and 40 feet long, right? Goes all the way up to there. And there are 4 rows of carrots growing. So you see we have 1 row, 2 rows, 3 rows, and 4 rows right there. So they're packed pretty tight. Now, I grow in a square foot gardening method, and you can plant 16 carrots per square foot, right? If you grow every 2 inches, you can grow a carrot every 2 inches in 2-inch spacing. And that the carrots will grow just fine. But what you can't have is that. See how close those are? Those are about 1 inch apart. So we're gonna come through here and we're gonna start thinning carrots today. So basically what I want is I want about that much distance between each one of my carrot plants. So you just start at the beginning. So you're gonna take that one. Then we've got the next one. So we're gonna pull this center one out. See? And then we're gonna pull that one. So look at that spacing now. 1, 2, 3. That's what we're looking for all the way down. So we just work your way down. Just gently pull so you don't disturb the other carrots. And I know it sucks. You're thinking, Green Thumb, what a waste of carrots. But you see, if you don't pull these, what will happen is you will end up with a really, really crappy carrot harvest. So see, some of them are in little clumps, right? So we're gonna pull that little one because that don't matter. And then we've got 3 nice healthy plants here. Oh, we have 4 healthy plants. So we're gonna pick this little one. We're gonna pick this center one. Wow, guys, look at that already. That is a great sign. So you see how we've opened it all up now? Pack that down, right? We're gonna give all these carrots room to grow. And we're gonna weed some of this while we work our way down the corridor. So this is it. Work your way down. Find your spacing. If you have multiples in little clusters, pull one. Like that. And you have to be pretty efficient at this, because if you miss carrots, then the ones that are stuck together, wow, look at that. That's like 8 inches long already. That's a really good sign. So, see, this is what we're looking for. Spacing. And you don't want weeds growing in your carrot patch. Carrots don't really tolerate weeds very well at all. All right, so here's another good example. There are 4 plants in there. The ones in the back are not as nice as the ones in the front. So now we have to make a decision. It doesn't matter if we pick the left or the right. So whichever plant is nicer, we're going to leave the other one. So we're just going to pick that one out. Right, same here. Look at that. They're all in a little cluster. But you see, if we had planted these carrots using the sort of traditional method where you basically just sprinkle seeds in the ground, we would have a ridiculous amount of thinning that we would have to do. But because we use the cornstarch and water method, it allows the seeds to distribute much better when you're pouring them out onto the ground. So you see, working our way all the way down, making sure we have proper spacing. See, and when we get into there, look at how tight some of those are. So we're just going to have to selectively work our way through and pick as need be. So, you know, you keep the first one, pick the second one, keep the third one, pick the fourth one, right? Spacing is everything. Without proper spacing, you're going to end up with these little tiny twisted carrots. They don't grow big. They don't grow nicely. All right, so you see what I'm saying? So we come in, find the nice one, pull the middle one. Because as much as you're thinking, wow, what a shame you're pulling all those carrots out of the ground, if I don't pull them now, my harvest is going to be garbage. And I'm relying on these carrots, right? So here's where it kind of sucks, because we have two beautiful carrot plants right there, but we have to get rid of one. They're growing one on top of the other. So we're going to take this one out because this one is firmer in the ground than this one. Just like that. Every second carrot coming out. Pick that one. And see, I'm leaving the nicer ones because that means they're further along than the rest. And you're going to have little clusters of carrots. And it's kind of annoying to have to come through and pick them out. And yeah, I know it sucks. You're thinking, well, I put those seeds in the ground and this and that and the other thing. I totally understand. But what would you rather? Waste a couple of carrot seeds that cost you, a fraction of a penny a piece? Or would you rather have a nice carrot harvest? I would much rather have a nice carrot harvest. See, so you've got to get in here. And this is why. See, there's what, 5 or 6 plants in here? None of these carrots would have been harvestable had we kept those. So we're going to take that one out. So the name of the game is spacing, right? So I'm sure a lot of you are growing carrots right now. And if you haven't gone in and thinned your carrots, I suggest you do so. The other thing, you can see we're just pulling carrots out and we're going to throw them all in this corridor. And when we're all done, we're just going to pack them up in the wheelbarrow and fire them out. So what I'll do is I'll just keep pulling and I'll fill all of this up. And I'm going to do the same on the other side. And when we're all done, I'll show you how many carrots we've pulled out of this bed. And by the time we're done, I'm expecting, probably a couple hundred, I would guess. All right, so I'm going to get to it. That took longer than I was expecting. We had a major storm just roll through. I had to hide in my car for part of it. We had tornado warnings and everything. Yet again. I don't know about where you guys are living, but I've lived here in Ottawa my whole life, except for when I was at the homestead. We have never had this many tornado warnings ever in my life. things are changing, guys. So stay on your toes. And don't disregard those tornado warnings, because I did that 2 years ago with my kids when we were here, and that derecho came through here and it picked me up and it threw me like fucking Superman 10 feet through the air backwards, and it threw my son into the ditch on the side of the road. So don't disregard those warnings, okay? Anyhow, I'm going to show you guys what this looks like now. Definitely not as full as it used to be, huh? Look at this. There's hundreds in here. We've pulled out hundreds. I'm going to fill up probably 3 wheelbarrows with the amount of carrots. And most of them are about like that. So if I had rabbits or something, these would be going to the critters, but they're not. So let's see what it looks like in here, right? This is what you're looking for. They need enough room to grow, enough room to spread out. See, we'll just step down here. See, they're a little flattened because the rain knocked them down, but so we've gone through the whole patch and picked them all out. And the other thing that's going to happen is there's a whole lot in here because some of these carrots grew faster than other carrots, right? So you ended up with a lot of these little tiny ones that were just getting shaded out by the larger carrots. So whenever possible, I tried to leave the larger carrots in the ground and work around those and remove around the larger carrots because they're already more advanced than some of the smaller ones. So you can actually see in here now. When I first started filming, you couldn't see soil in here because the carrots were so thick. But now we can see right in there. We're gonna have lots of sun, right? And the sun is just gonna help these things just take right off. So I hope this helps. And yeah, I know it sucks when you're looking at all this possible food sitting in here. There's hundreds of carrots in here, right? But what would you rather? A bunch of stupid little carrots this big, or an entire garden bed of hundreds and hundreds left? Because there's hundreds and hundreds left in here. I planted, I don't even know, over 1,000 seeds easy. So what would you rather have? Little tiny ones that are hard to work with, or beautiful, long, straight carrots, right? There's no middle ground here. So now that it's taken me about 3 hours to knock this out because I had to hide from the storm, I'm just going to clean up all of this mess right there, put it in that wheelbarrow and bring it over to the compost. We got a big compost pile over there. And then I'm going to head out. And you see my cucumbers? Done. It looks like bacterial wilt has got me again. And so looks like I'm going to lose all my cucumber plants. Second year in a row. Pretty pissed off about that. Last year I lost 32. It looks like right now I'm losing only 16 because that's what I planted. 4 varieties, 4 plants of each. Last year I had 32 plants in here. So this is caused by the cucumber beetle. Just infects your plants, and it's systemic, so I can't cut this out. Right? This is just, they're just dead. I'm pretty sure it's bacterial wilt. I'm gonna look at it, just do some work when I get home, but I'm pretty sure that's what that is. So, but what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna start all new cucumber plants this week, and in about 2 weeks from now, most of these will probably be dead. So I'll just start cutting them all out and start succession planting. And I still have plenty of time this season. It's only mid-July. I have plenty of time left to get a whole other crop of cucumbers growing. So just on a side note about my cucumbers, I'm pretty disappointed about that. I'm one of the only people in this whole entire garden. You guys can't even see it all. But I'm one of the only people here that's stupid enough to try and grow cucumbers. And every year people say, why are you growing cucumbers, man? Well, I like cucumbers. And I'm always, I try to be an optimist. But this is what happens when you're an optimist. So, well, that's it for this one. So, smash that subscribe button if you're new. Hang out. Come learn some stuff. Grow some food with me. Feed your family. And if you're not new, well, I love y'all because I got the best subscribers on the whole damn planet. Have a great day. Give me a big thumbs up. Helps with the algorithm. And grow good food. Green thumb out.